Hi. Okay, let's keep going, shall we? Oh, your hair. Okay, so songs, just whoever we're going to do here. Smile Like You Mean It by The Killers. Just by Radiohead. Closer by Nine Inch Nails. And Narc by Interpol. Let's see who we're going to do. Please check the description box for everything that you need to know. We already did Scorpio. Including the only place where you can donate to the channel. And the only place that you can find contact for me to book personal readings. This is the only place where those are the only places you can reach me, and I'll never reach out to you individually. Let's see. Capricorn. This is why I was nervous and why I didn't want to do this reading. I'm also on the floor in the spare bedroom because I still procrastinate and I haven't moved my table in here yet. We have a sushi table that we're doing everything from. Capricorn, it's your turn. All right, let's go. Everything you need to know, again, is in the description box of the video. Please also check out your rising, moon, and Venus sign for additional messages. I am clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. What that means is that if I hear ringing on my right hand side, that I'm getting messages from people I know that have passed on. If I'm hearing it on my left, those are messages from my spirit guides. Let's see, we're going to use the Deftones Major Arcana deck. It's limited edition. You might be able to still get it. I don't think you can though. I got deck 17 a couple of years ago. See what your overall message is for the month of December. This is your general read. If you want to know about the hair, check out like the Sagittarius reading or something. You might be Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. We're going to do 444, spread past, present, future for you. And then we'll finish off with the magnetic poetry. And maybe this month we'll do something else. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not doing 2-Minute Tuesday readings anymore because my time and your time are valuable. And if I'm not going to be able to commit to that regularly because I do have a job, then, I'm just not going to do them. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's do it to it. Twist for fairness. And flippers and jumpers are the only ones I take. That doesn't mean everybody does, and there is no right or wrong way to do that. Let's see what we have for you. Dreams aren't what they used to be. Side back so carelessly. Smile like you mean it. What do we got? Ooh, we got 2 for you. Nobody's gotten 2 yet. Let's see what they are. The Emperor in the upright with the Hanged Man in the reverse. Okay. So it seems to be that you gain perspective on your leadership abilities during December. Gain perspective on how you lead, gain perspective on where you should be leading rather than following, coming out of a time of trying to see things from different angles. Piscean energy and Aries energy could be dealing with a Pisces, Aries cusp individual. You could also, like me, be somebody with Pisces and Aries in their chart. Pisces is my rising sign, Aries is my rising sign, Pisces is my Venus. So anyway, it could be those things in particular are strong for you. In fact, my Mars and Venus are in Pisces, which is interesting. But yeah, gaining perspective. You're gaining perspective over your leadership abilities, finally beginning to see all of the facets of how to become a great leader, or where you should read with a firm hand, a firm, steady hand, being the fire that warms rather than the fire that burns, right? But yeah, there's coming out of a time of introspection, or trying to, putting yourself in that upside down state so that you can, see things from different angles. All right, let's do we're going to use the Joie de Vivre for you. That was a big crack, sorry. But we're going to do the Joie de Vivre tarot for you. By Paulina Cassidy. You do it to yourself, you do. No one else. So there's something that you're kind of you're kind of a glutton for punishment, and you do something to yourself over and over again. And that's what really hurts. Somebody's observing that you constantly put yourself in a certain energy, or that you might, you're not owning up to it in a certain way. There's some like ownership there that you have to take over your current circumstances. And it's something that you consistently put yourself into. It's like you are the one, you're the reason for some of the problems that you're kind of going through, and you have to own up to that, right, Cap? So remember that. Also, I'm not trying to be a salesman here, but you probably should check out your Wheel of the Year reading that I did for you last month at the end of October. Something about April, March and April. We'll figure strongly. I'm going to have to watch that back. March and April. One more. There's something about, sorry, just looking here, the heart of the ocean. The heart of the ocean. Something in the deep blue for you. You either have your eye on it or somebody has their eye on it within you or for you. Because I'm seeing the reflection here. I don't know if but there's a reflection here that kind of reflects down when it's on the table, and it's super deep blue. I'm seeing that. Twist for fairness. And then we'll get started. What's the past energy for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Hold on, I'm going to have Diet Pepsi, 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, let's do it. So, what do we have? I almost wanted to split the deck, so I'm going to do that. Split the deck. I don't know why that even matters. I'm always, I got this nervous energy, and I think it's interesting. There might be something that you're anticipating during December. You don't know if it's going to happen. And it might happen or it might not. But there's something that you're nervous about. You got the jitters about it. You're anticipating it, but you're almost pessimistic about it. You are the bluest light. Who sings that? You are the bluest light. You are the bluest light. And he just does it over and over again. You are the bluest light. You are the bluest light. Is that a Block Party that does that song? I think it is. We have a flipper already. Past energy. 9 of Swords in the reverse. Coming out of anxiety, sleepless nights, worry about something. You were worried about something in the past. You're now coming out of the energy of worry, anxiety, sleepless nights about something in particular. We'll read down in the dignities for it if we have to. You are the bluest light. You are the bluest light. And there's something of blue, because there's a blue light. There's a blue light. That's also a Mazzy Star. There's a blue light in my best friend's room. 6 of Wands, coming out of anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, sickbed after homecoming, victorious homecoming. You might have had performance anxiety over something that you no longer have, or you're actually, there's something about alleviating anxiety through performance for somebody. Somebody feels like the pressure that they have in their real life, there's escapism that they experience through performing for others. Going out in front of other people gives them a feeling of triumph. I feel that strongly here. Something about public speaking. Tap dancing. It's almost like you tap dance through it. Interesting. I do have my lapis stone here with me today. That's about communication, throat chakra, public speaking. There's something about the anxiety that you feel. You come out of anxiety and nightmares and just the jitters. When you have a victory homecoming of sorts, coming home, now or never, she's coming home forever. Being up in front of people, you're able to alleviate the anxiety when you, there's something in you that comes out when you get in front of people, but this is also triumph, a victory after a defeat, or victory after the battle, coming home. What else? What else for you, Caps? Look out the window. What do you see when you look out the window that's right ahead of you? King of Swords in the reverse. There was victory over a thief, a con artist, somebody with Aquarius in their charts. This is normally somebody who is an Aquarian individual, but in the upright it's a magistrate, judge, lawyer, corrections officer, parole officer, police officer, somebody who's highly strategic, methodical, but just and fair. In the reverse, it's actually a criminal. a thief, a con artist, somebody who's not following strategy but follows their emotions to their detriment. You have triumph over that. You have triumph over that person. They were causing anxiety and worry, and you had nightmares about this person. You have triumphed over them in the past. Your performance, you perform well. And there's victory here. Well, that was quick. We have 2. We shouldn't get 2, but we're taking them. The Hierophant and the 3 of Coins in the reverse. There's something about your belief system that's helped you to triumph here. You've leaned back on your spirituality and your belief system, coming back into balance, an equilibrium of the 3 aspects of the self, the mental, the physical, and the spiritual. There's something here with your belief system. There's something here about your philosophies, highly structured religious organizations, something about counsel, sage wisdom, understanding, giving yourself permission to lean back on your spirituality, to understand that it's okay to have broken friendships, broken contracts, broken partnerships, but also where you have gained equilibrium in your mental, spiritual, and physical self. You fall back on your spirituality as a result. That's a part of the victory. I'm hearing it over here. That's a part of the victory. You mastered the elements. There's a space of mastering the elements. I'm just looking at this candle over here. Mastering the elements. Becker by Autolux. You got to get back to being found. You got back to being found in some way. You got back to being yourself. That's how you triumphed over this energy. I'm seeing Libra on here as well. The justice. You're giving yourself justice and equilibrium. Balancing yourself out. Getting back to being found. You might have looked back to the teachings of a Libra individual that were of sage wisdom and advice, and gave yourself permission. Do you see? He's granting permission in this card. A lot of times you'll actually hear some people talk about the permission versus the not permission. In this card, he's granting permission. Granting you permission to get back to being found, to loving yourself again. After this, after having somebody steal, and you realizing the truth. You see the sword of truth is upright, even though this guy's in the reverse. Interesting. You conquered it. Okay. In the present for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm getting a lot of channeling right now. Sorry. We're gonna sit like this for the rest of your reading, I guess. It's kind of interesting when you get into a space of doing readings in a place that you're not necessarily, well, at least in another part of the house that you isn't necessarily set up for your readings. Like I got my tarot tower is in this room and stuff like that, because it's actually going to be an office. But I got all this stuff in here, and so I'm on the floor. My leg goes and falls asleep after 10 minutes. You got back to being found, though. You return to your spirituality. You gain perspective on how to lead yourself through the difficulty. Temperance in the reverse. You're dealing with a Sagittarius right now. He's helping you to, he or she is helping to alleviate the anxiety. They've healed you. You've healed. This is normally healing. In the reverse, it could be a need to moderate things. You're not moderating things appropriately here. Or this is Sagittarius is also out of balance at this time, that you're attempting to work through things with and heal with. There's very healing energy here. In the reverse, though, it's almost as if you have completed the cycle of healing and you're learning about something else. You're not traveling. You're not... The need to heal is no longer nigh. They're a part of your homecoming. They brought you home as opposed to traveling. Again, you could be a Sagittarius Cap Cusper, so you would be on the Cap side, right? I'm gonna have to see what else on that. Getting back to being found. We have 2 that stayed on the table. We'll take those. Getting back to being found. Yeah, no self-deception. You're walking away from something that's no longer serving you because you're not deceiving yourself any longer. That's a part of your triumph. They've taught you triumph. They're teaching you to abandon things that do not serve you. That's the higher learning that the Sagittarius individual is teaching you at this time. You see, it's interesting. They're almost as if in the Hanged Man pose there. There's a Sagittarius who's in suspension. They're in suspension right now. As opposed to sitting in their energy, they're trying to gain perspective on something with you. But they're also teaching you higher learning about walking away from things that do not serve you. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you because you cannot no longer deceive yourself. And that's a part of the victory and triumph. Understanding where somebody is criminal, where they are a scam artist, a con artist, this Aquarian individual. You understand where you deceived yourself. That's the thing. It wasn't necessarily that somebody else deceived you. It wasn't necessarily just that you were dealing with somebody who was a scam artist up there in the past. It's also the healing portion of the journey for you is where you deceived yourself, where you were willing to accept somebody's lies, somebody's trickery, somebody's dishonesty. You're giving yourself permission to accept this. They're a part of your healing journey, the Sagittarian individual, but they're suspending something in the present. Waiting. Tell me more. Yeah, because they know you're not sitting in your element right now. If you are a Capricorn, Sag, Cusper, this is you. This Temperance in the reverse. You're not sitting comfortably in your home space right now. You're leaning heavily on your spirituality and trying to balance out your spiritual, mental, and physical, but you're not sitting comfortably in your home space. Queen of Coins in the upright. She sits comfortably in her home space. She provides the luxury and the comfort within the 4 walls of the home so that it is a home and not just a house. In the reverse, that's you not sitting comfortably in your home space because of this energy. There's a lack of trust. You're leaning on your spirituality in order to learn trust because you deceived yourself in the past. I mean, you're in the present. You're trying to no longer deceive yourself. You're trying to be honest with yourself. But you're having you're struggling with trusting individuals because of the past deceptions. You don't know if you can trust your own inner instinct, your own intuition, your inner instincts. So you're allowing your spirituality to take you where you need to, and you're cutting out all that does not serve you. So there's a lack of moderation here, though. Your healing journey is suspended. That's what it is. It's not a person. This Temperance is not a person. Your healing journey is suspended as you walk away from things that no longer serve you, that you've had to cut out because you were deceiving yourself, and you can see where you couldn't. This isn't a person. The Temperance isn't a person. If it is, I don't know, but I don't see it as a person here. You're suspending healing. healing in moderation. This is during, you're looking back at past Sagittarian seasons, or you should have walked away from something. You know you need to let go of things that do not serve you, that have to do with a lack of moderation, because you're not sitting comfortably in your home space. You're not lying to yourself about it. And you're having to rely heavily on your spirituality. You know how to win. Walking away from the need to be in front of others and doing like a song and dance, or putting on an act. Putting on an act. It's a part of the con. The con. Nobody likes me, baby, if I cry. Tell me about the future for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I want you to check out your rising sign. That's 3. I don't take more than 3, ever. Queen of Wands in the reverse with the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands in the reverse. So we have volatility happening here in the future. There's some volatile energy. Unfortunately, I do not usually read the Queen of Wands in the reverse as a third party feminine fire energy, but here I am. This could be a Sagittarian individual feminine energy, especially considering we have a Temperance card in the reverse above it. Somebody who has a temper, somebody who loses their temper. You could be losing your temper, finding out about somebody in the future who comes along that is an interloper of sorts. Somebody who's interjecting themselves in a part of your healing journey. Somebody who's returning. The Wheel of the Year. This is going to happen during, because of where we're sitting right now, we're just about at the end of November. This is going to happen. Look at that wheel. It gives me time. Look at that wheel. It's going to happen December 21st. You see where it's sitting in between Sagittarius and Capricorn there? That dial. The top of the dial. Sagittarius Capricorn season, and then occurs again in between Cancer and Gemini season. This could be a Cancer Gemini cusp individual, or like I said, a Capricorn Sagittarius cusp individual. Chance would have it. Won't you believe it's just my luck? You're going through a cycle where you've had to learn something. Time will tell. There's something about time there. You see the birds with the clocks? Time will tell. This person coming in and trying to interject in things. December 21st. There's something about December 21st. There's blocked communication. Blocked communication. Somebody's not communicating something because it no longer serves. There's blocked communication. Either in between you and this Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Wands is attempting to communicate and you're blocking it out. Or they're blocking communication that you're providing. You've been deceiving yourself about why the communication is blocked. Communication's traveling this way though, so it's not traveling outward from you, it's traveling inwards towards you. So there's communication that you blocked out because it's from something or somebody that it's a message or messages that are not coming to you from something that you have walked away from in search of greater personal fulfillment. Somebody is going to attempt to come in with volatile energy. They're jealous. Yeah, I really hate to be the person, the bearer of bad news on this stuff. I don't normally read the Queen of Wands as this, but they're jealous. You see, she's green. Oh, I want to clarify this so bad. I'm not going to. Finally, for you, Capricorn, in the future. You're moving towards self-love, realization of self-love, your self-love that you realize after the Eight of Cups helps you to navigate the situation with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. What is yours has always been yours. Anything else you will walk away from and cut out that doesn't serve you. What is not for your highest good. Including no longer communicating with those who are no longer of your highest good, especially those that are volatile in their energy, are the fire that burns rather than the fire that warms. Yeah. I'd say this is Leo energy, but I'm also seeing Sagittarian energy because we have the Temperance card up there. This person is somebody who abuses substances or lacks emotional maturity to control their temper. Somebody who walked away from you in the present is coming in the future. Anything else? Anything else for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? There's something that's of the unsaid. But you're not deceiving yourself, you're not fooling yourself. And if you're you're not prepared. You're not prepared right now, but you're seeking to be. So you're leaning on your spirituality. Page of Cups. There's another communication that's coming to you. It's uninspired though. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You're dousing the matchstick of the divine. There's a lack of creativity in this. Somebody's coming in with a small communication, however it lacks creativity. This blocked communication, that's what this blocked communication is. Do you see? I'll show you. This is the blocked communication. Blocked communication is a Page of Cups. It's a message of emotional fulfillment, might even be an apology, because it's lackluster, it lacks the communication, it lacks the creativity, it lacks the spark of the divine, it lacks the passion and power that it should have behind it to show sincerity. It lacks sincerity. It lacks warmth. It's cold. Seems cold. It doesn't seem sincere because it's cold. Somebody apologizing because they're late for something, but you're not hearing it. You don't want to hear it. You think you've deceived yourself. So you're not listening to them. You don't want anything to do with it. You don't want to talk. Don't want to talk. All I hear is noise. Don't want to talk. What is that song? Don't want to talk. All I hear is noise. Don't want to talk. Standing by the Shore by Empire of the Sun. Standing by the Shore by Empire of the Sun. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot in the reverse. No movement forward, no progress. This is a lack of progress. This is standstill energy during December. You're going to be sitting in standstill energy. This is a time for you to contemplate rather than move forward. Also, this is a lack of travel. Halt or stall in travel, or no change of address. Cancerian energy there for you. Let's go ahead and let's get your magnetic poetry, and then we'll be done. And we'll be watching this one back. Do check out your rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign for additional messages. Let's turn these around a little bit and we'll get one for you. Some for you, not one. It's almost like they wanted me to just pick one. We'll get one for you. We'll get one for you. There's something you've been asking the universe for. The answer is, we'll get one for you. We'll get one for you. That's what they're saying. Don't worry, we'll get one for you. Interesting. We'll get one for you. These are your words. Okay. Can you see them? Can you see them? Can you see them? All right, Caps. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I do. I know that I'm kind of low energy right now, but you know, I'm chilling on the floor in my spare room. And share the love, show the love, and you know, we'll see you when we see you next. Be good, take care of yourself. Bye. I mean, look at this. Like, yeah, check it out. Yep, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, you know, get one of them all. But we'll get one for you.